All right. So the purpose of this meeting here is to go over our goal setting and why it is necessary for our goals to be set and possible to achieve and how to measure them. So first we'll start with what are the goals and what types exist. So goals are standards that we set for the company to measure success. Uh, these are points or pieces that we can work towards. So setting a goal, like we'll just use a personal example of maybe a weight loss challenge. You want to lose 30 pounds. That just gives you something to work towards. So that's what we want with the goals. Now there are two types of goals. We have quantitative, which these are can be measured by numbers, by stats, by statistics, by data, things of that nature. While qualitative is measured by your opinion. So these are more your questions of, is this more modern? A number or piece of data can't tell us that. It's all about the opinion of the user. So goals that we can set. In the next few slides, we'll break down each of the goals that were created during our meeting. What we'll do is we'll take the goal and determine, is it measurable? How do we measure it? Can it be reworded or rephrased? And what type of goal is it? So the first goal that was set was the new website should look more modern and engaging. So this goal here is qualitative because, again, we can't use a number or a statistic to prove that this site is more modern. The way that we can evaluate this goal is that on the site after being used, we can create a survey for users, and the users and creators can then speak their mind if the site was modern to them or if the site was engaging to them. That way we can see if this goal is met. By taking the opinions of the people, we can see what works and what doesn't work and see exactly what needs to be changed. Maybe somebody comes with a suggestion that this part is more antique than it is modern, or this part wasn't very engaging to them. We can go ahead and fix that. So the next one was the online shopping experience should be user friendly and pleasing for customers. Again, this is a qualitative goal, as the goal cannot be measured by a stat. It is, again, the opinion of the user. So again, I want to use the survey method here. That way we can get the opinion of the user. They can, again, let us know what worked for them, what didn't work for them, and we can then model the site towards the customer. Next one is a good percentage of visitors to the website should buy tickets, and lots of them. We definitely need to rewrite this one, as subjective terms such as good percentage and lots of them can be very misleading. So maybe to me, a good percentage is 70%, but what you're trying to determine is maybe you want 80% of visitors. So we need to reword this goal here to set a precedent or set an actual number. Now, this goal is quantitative, as the numbers or stats or data can back up all of this. So we need to set numbers to allow the goal to be measured and see success, to set our scope, because right now our scope is very, very wide on this one. Pool the number of site engagements compared to ticket sales to get the numbers. So we can use the data of amount of people visiting the site and compare that to the actual sales that we get. That way we are able to get the percentage of visitors to the website that buy tickets and then how many tickets they buy, which is what the set of the goal is. This is a good goal that can be measured as long as we reword it. There should be more ticket sales for each month compared to the same month of the previous years. This is a very quantitative goal, as we're pulling numbers from each month's sales to determine exactly what needs to be done. Um, So all we'll have to do is, let's take June of last year's numbers. So we'll take ticket sales for June of last year and compare them to the sales of June of this year and see if we're better. If we're better, the goal is being met. If it is not, then that means we need to work on that month, maybe do something else promotionally, things of that nature. Again, this one's easy to measure, as we'll just be pulling data that we already store. Repeat shopping should be common for people visiting the site. Again, this is a quantitative stat because we can take the number of people. So a person who visits the site then comes back to the site and orders again. Create an account feature added to the site. So this means that if we create an account, so let's say Jim here uses the site, he signs in, he creates an account, he buys his first ticket. then we can see every single time Jim buys a ticket. So if we have this account creation, that means we can track the amount of times Jim is purchasing tickets from us. This ensures that people with accounts are repeat customers, and we'll be able to compare order names to also see if repeat customers are here. That's all I have for the goal section of this meeting. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. Thanks.